And it's 0-1 to Luke Olympio. Daniel Baldwin on deck. For Appomattox, 19-5 on the year. Region C runner-up to Chatham. A really good Chatham team. This team has won every game almost since that, as this one's hit through into left. And a base hit as they'll put the brakes on for Johnson at third, and runners at first and third for Appomattox, and the people in the blue and gray who made the trip to Bristol happy with the start of this inning as they've gotten to Dixon for 2 hits in the first 2 hitters.
Now here's the thing there, I'm all about being aggressive. Like, that's a good stop sign there because I don't know if he would have scored there. I mean,
you can't run yourself out of, especially whenever you're trailing 2-0.
It was close at second base there. He nearly was out there, and then I don't know. I think he would have been out at home there.
Olympio at first, Johnson at third as this one's popped up behind the plate. Mouse coming back, and he's going to run out of room as it's hit into the first level of seats here behind home plate, behind the green netting, and it's an 0-1 count to Daniel Baldwin. Almost got a dream out there, got a pop out in foul territory. It would have been a good one to
have been a big out.
Smooth out, hopefully, this threat. Right here, a big opportunity, though, for Appomattox.
And this, hopefully it's not eerie, not, similar to what, Dixon went through last week. We kind of got off to a good start, and then he gave up a few runs.
They'll throw over to keep Olympio close. Definitely don't want the tying run to get into scoring position. Runners on the corners. Cats lead 2-0, but the Raiders threatening here in the second. Nobody out in the inning. The pitch down and away, and it's 1-1. So a pair of a double, then a single. That's where we're at here in the second. The Cats had 2 in the bottom of the first as Bobby Medley and Zach Griffith each scored. I think the big hit that inning, the Tyler Anderson triple into left field, it drove in one. 1-1 count.
Definitely huge on 2 outs there.
Pitch misses in the dirt, and a run-saving block by Jared Mouse, and it's 2-1.
I mean, that was huge for us because, Appomattox, you got Justin, our big RBI guy, got him out. And then Tyler picked him up with the big RBI triple.
That's what happens come playoff time. You got to have guys step up. And Anderson's played well all year. They'll throw over to third without a tag, though, as Johnson not that far off the bag, but did cause him to slide. Had to dive back in.
See, all that does, then the runner, you got to be cautious of the throw for now.
Infield playing double play depth in the middle. Haas playing even with the bag at third as that breaking ball misses down and away, and it's 3-1. And this is where Dixon hasn't had to face all this. Regular season, he was a dominant pitcher. And it's all about facing adversity, especially here in the region and playoff and state tournament play. 3-1 on the way. This one lifted out towards right center. Jamie's got a beat on it. And Lathrop makes the catch in right center, gets it back into the cutoff. 1 run will score, and Appomattox has cut it to 2-1. Good piece of hitting there by Baldwin. Goes as a sacrifice to center. And they're on the board here in the second inning. Olympio had to hold up, but Johnson scores easily from third.
And that's baseball, how close it could have been because, we almost had the pop-up there. In foul territory, that would have been an out.
It ends up being a sac fly RBI for Baldwin. Still a runner at first, and 1 out here in the second inning. That fastball misses up and away to the left-handed batter Connor Patterson, and it's 1-0. Appomattox, a lot like Abingdon in their colors, dark blue and white and gray. But a long way away from Abingdon. This one's lifted into left field. Another base hit, the third hit of the inning for the Raiders.
They come to play
here against Dixon, finding that fastball and searching for it and going oppo with it as Patterson's on.
They're sitting back on it, waiting on it, and taking it, like I said, taking it to the opposite field.
Now Dixon's not used to being hit around quite as much. Where does he go from here? How quick does it take for them to get to his third and fourth pitch? He's a fastball guy primarily, but
well, it's obvious they're waiting on fastball, so you got to change it up a little bit.
Pitch misses low, and he's not getting his first pitch strikes across.
That's huge too. He's throwing balls and he's putting them in hitter counts. Got to kind of throw strikes here and maybe get that off speed pitch working and But you got to throw 4 strikes, though.
Tristan Lovins at the plate as this one misses up and away. Ball 2-0. Cats playing double play depth with 1 out as it's 1 run for Appomattox, 2 for the Cats in the top of the second inning. But Appomattox trying to tie it at least here. This one down and in, no call. Dixon almost begging for that to be a strike, and it's 3-0.
But again, it seems like, today he's giving the outside call, but he's not giving the inside call. Last week, I believe it was the inside call, not the outside call.
3-0 outside corner. There it is, called strike to the lefty.
And there it is. I mean, he's
not giving.
He's not getting that inside, but he's going to give the outside. So as a hitter, you cheat over the top of the plate a little bit so you can get that outside pitch.
3-1 on the way, and a swinging foul ball as this one's hit off the end of the bat into the netting behind home, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Lovins in the 8 hole. And then Adam Dillon, the shortstop, is the 9th hitter for Appomattox. The bottom of the order coming through here. Dixon from the stretch gets a sign from Mouse. The 3-2 on the way, down and in, and check swing. It caught a piece of his foot off the end of the bat as it hit off the handle of the bat. Foul ball, and it's one of those that'll hurt along with it. It was probably ball 4. It was well inside, but he tried to protect and foul it off.
I would say you got to also, as a hitter, you got to realize the situation right now. The umpire is not giving them the inside pitch, and like you said, I do believe that was ball 4.
They'll call timeout and check with Chris out there for Appomattox.
Do you have sorts?
I believe he'll be all right, but they're just taking a little time as the umpires are going to meet and talk. So Dixon dealing with an early situation here in the second inning. 23 pitches for him on the afternoon. And we got started at 6:26 p.m. in this quarterfinal game. We'll try to keep up with that Tazewell-Chatham ball game as we get along through the afternoon. 3-2 count as Lovin seems to be okay.
Do we have an update about it at all?
I don't know. We'll look here in the break. I think they got started a little earlier as this one's lifted into foul territory down the right field line. Lewis giving chase, but it'll hit on top of the Pirate clubhouse down the line there in the locker room for the Cats.
Even if, Dixon gets the strikeout here or gets the out, I mean, these hitters are coming up there and they're battling. I mean, they're fouling pitches off and they're kind of waiting and they're getting them in play and getting hits. I mean, they're battling.
The team has definitely answered and showed that they're here to play. They're not just going to lay down after the Cats scored 2 in the previous half inning. 3-2 on the way. This one way out in front, strike 3. And a good pitch and a good placement for Dixon to get the second out of the inning, his first strike or second strikeout of the afternoon. And now the number 9 hitter, Dillon, will come to the plate.
And maybe that gets them going here a little bit. Maybe, that strikeout was a huge strikeout. They, Appomattox has some momentum going here, and maybe that strikeout gets Dixon going.
2-1, Cats lead it. 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Runners first and second for the Raiders. This one's a swing and a miss. Chased a breaking pitch down and away, and it's 0-1 to Dillon. Again, the 9 spot for Appomattox. Coming off a Region C championship loss to Chatham. 17-8 they lost in that one. Pitch on the way, 0-1. This one lifted out towards left. Anderson going over, and he'll make the catch straight away left field for out number 3 of the inning. And the Bearcats will leave the inning with the lead intact. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left on for the Raiders as we head into the bottom of the second. Cats lead at 2-1 on Bearcat Radio.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue and you can use like anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood, or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to readyvirginia.gov and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by Ready Virginia, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
2-1. Bearcats hold the advantage over the Appomattox Raiders as we're in the bottom of the second inning. Appomattox answering with a run of their own with a sacrifice fly off the bat of Daniel Baldwin, the catcher. Drove in Jacob Johnson after he led off the inning with a double. Jared Mouse tries to lay down a bunt and a diving grab by O'Brien at third, and a great play by Clay O'Brien. And the bunt for a hit is snuffed out by Appomattox, and a poor bunt there. It was popped up in the air. It was an inside pitch, too, a tough one to handle. And Mouse is retired as a quick out number one.
I was going to say, I like to see us get a few more runs here, but that's not the way we want to start this inning off.
So the righty Moore still on the mound, and the freshman John Malumba coming to the plate as that one missed, and it's 1-0. Malumba, the hero from the Wise Central game, hit the walk-off double to win it. This one a swing and a miss, 1-1. Here at Boyce Cox Field, if you're just tuning in, 2-1, Cats lead it in the state quarterfinals from Bristol. If you're in the area, just leaving the Virginia High soccer game, come celebrate over here at Boyce Cox. We'll rent out the pavilion up here, we party up there as they sealed a state semifinal berth.
I believe that was the plan, that once their game was over, they were going to come over here and support
deal.
Support the baseball team.
2-2 count as that one misses. I know Lane and the Carroll family are happy. Lisa Dean and Matthew, Colton Ratcliffe, all those football guys.
Torian.
2-2, yeah, Torian played a good game as a goalkeeper. As that one's a swing and a miss. They get Malumba for strike three out in front of a breaking pitch. 2 strikeouts for Moore, and he's settling down here in this inning. After facing 7, he's faced the minimum here in the second.
Can't forget about Alex Atkins.
Yeah, Alex Atkins, another footballer. That one misses down and away, 1-0. And those are guys on their, they're on their curtain call. Graduates already.
On their way out. Torian and Colton, they'll be back, but those other guys are on their way out.
We have to deal with those guys another year, right? It's 1-0 count. Jamie steps back out. I'm sure Coach Meade's excited about what this team's done this year. It's impressive. 1-0 on the way. This one fouled straight back.
I mean, it's just been an impressive year athletically. I mean, swim team, got some championships there with some swimmers, and football-wise, host the playoff game. Girls got to the state semis.
1-1, lifted up in the air towards left center, coming in Olympio, and called off. Actually, not really called off, but Lovins makes a grab the center fielder for out number 3. And
that didn't look good for a second.
Go 1, 2, 3 in the second. Appomattox with some momentum now as Lathrop flies out to center to end the inning. Moore faces the minimum. He's only allowed 1 hit or 2 hits to this point as well as we head into the top of the third. This game's starting to move along a little. Cats lead 2-1.
I give Appomattox credit. After that bottom of the first, you get that hit by Bobby with the bad bounce on the shortstop. We score the run. You can easily say, well, here we go. Virginia High's going to win this because things always happen for them. But they bounced right back and got a run. So it's going to be a ball game.
They're right in this. We'll be back from the state quarterfinals after this break.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it. And you can hear it repeatedly without feeling anything. But when we introduce a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural or inborn response from you. Save the food, because 40% of all food in the US never gets eaten. Save the food. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit savethefood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio, and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School Athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use like anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.